It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Panthers, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Aller. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's second and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. The inside handoff. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Lee. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this off.
It's a seam wide open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The play action fake. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, that's a great job playing the fade. That's one of the hardest plays to defend, especially down here near the goal line. Nice job staying inside the receiver, staying glued to him close enough where he can get a hand on the football and knock it down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the toss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Reed. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. He's in open space downfield. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. He's going to take off, moving past the 25. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Now on 1st down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Disaster, a big loss as the defense was all over it. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Allard. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He's looking to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset. And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking for his man in the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation